Hey, 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 Lori Gemini Tarot. I'm here to give you your Virgo new moon, which is happening on the 6th of September, 2021. Yes, if you're new here, hi, I'm Lori Gemini Tarot. I'm a tarot reader. How this works, I'm going to be throwing quite a few tarot decks, oracle affirmation cards around. I'm going to tell you what they tell me, and we're going to move about our day. Make sure that you comment down below if the reading resonates with you. You like the decks that I'm using, what the hell comes out of my mouth. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when I'm going live and when I'm dropping content. The first deck I will be using, it is going to be a Rick and Morty inspired tarot deck, as well as signs, synchronicities, and advice from the Divine deck as well. So with the Virgo new moon, you're going to start feeling more serenity. You're going to start feeling this, there's this shift inside of you, and you feel this positive karmic changes that start surrounding you. And it's this built up of this excitement because it's the things that you've been manifesting, the things that you've been desiring, what you've been longing for. It's now starting to come in fruition. You're starting to become more self-aware, and your psychic abilities are going to be heightened. Your spider senses are going to be tingling, and things are going to feel a little bit more intensified. Now, the overall energy I do have for the Virgo new moon, it is the Queen of Swords, which is Gemini Libra energy. And this is about setting healthy boundaries for yourself and just trimming the fat, cutting out the bullshit. And it's just calling people out, but it's not to be mean or judgmental. It's just calling it as it is. You're being tactful, but you're very direct. And there's 100% no fucks given. It's just, it's almost kind of like, I almost heard this energy, ma'am, this is a Wendy's. I also heard that energy as well. But this is, you are so connected. You are so self-confident within yourself that nobody can question you. And it's not like in a narcissistic or an egotistical type of way. It's just, you just know. And it's like somebody trying to tell you that the sky is red when the sky is blue. You know what I mean? Unless, if you're around where all the fires are at. Okay, so let's get into this. Now, I do have the King of Cups here starting off, which is going to be Scorpio energy. So your psychic abilities are intensified. You're going to start feeling a little bit more emotional, but it's not in a nasty, anguish, insecure sort of way. You just are going to be feeling a little bit more sympathetic. It's kind of like you're watching a commercial and it's one of those Sarah McLachlan in the arms of an angel, adopt a pet, and you just start bawling. It's going to be certain little things that normally don't make you start crying, but they will. It's kind of that energy. I'm just seeing somebody who is very passionate. This is somebody who's very creative, somebody who's extremely talented. This person is, they're kind of almost like a Dr. Dolittle, whether if they actually work with animals or they just, it just seems like they're almost like Snow White, like all the animals love them kind of energy is also what I got. I do feel like if there is some sort of partnership that's happening, it feels like this person balances you out. There's somebody that's a little bit more emotional, and then there's somebody that's more logical. It's kind of like Spock's parents, Followed by the Ace of Cups. I'm seeing somebody just maybe starting to start their own business. They may start trademarking certain things, and you're realizing that your gifted ability, your talents you want to showcase your work, and you feel and you know that not only are you gifted, but you can make some really good coin off of it as well. I'm also seeing a new friendship form. I'm also seeing somebody reconnecting with an old friend or a family member. I'm also seeing a new love appear. I'm also seeing like somebody being a caregiver or caring for someone. The Page of Cups, this is really big news. So for some of you, this is somebody letting you know that they have a crush on you, like they like you, they've have feelings for you. They've always had feelings for you, and they were waiting for the right moment, the right opportunity. I feel like that's going to be for a small audience. Now for others, I do feel like for some of you, you are setting more healthy boundaries for yourself where it comes to who you give your energy, your time towards, whether if it's with friendships, with business relations, with romantic relations. It feels like for some of you, you were always previously your mission was to try to fix someone or try to heal someone, or you're settling for less and you're trying to make a relationship that you know that's doomed. uh, you're like you're putting way too much time or energy into a relationship that you shouldn't. And I think some of you have realized some of your unhealthy patterns, and now you've set healthy boundaries for yourself where it's like you start dating someone and you don't rush the relationship anymore, or when you start seeing red flags, you dip out of the situation instead of jumping into the situation. With the 3 of coins, there's a new business opportunity. I'm seeing a collaboration, some sort of endorsement deal, some sort of sponsorship. And this is you finally getting control of yourself, getting more confidence. You're building more self-confidence is because you're realizing you're finally taking control of your life. And when you start focusing on you, that's when other doors and opportunities start falling into your lap. You're just feeling like you finally got your shit together. It feels like you were struggling or trying to survive life, and now you're living life. And it was a lot of trial by error, but now you feel like you're finally royalty, you're finally on top. I'm also seeing for a small audience, you have strong feelings for somebody that you work with, somebody that you go to school with. It's some sort of business partnership or business relationship, some sort of social setting. It wouldn't surprise me if this person is your supervisor or a CEO or your boss. It I'm just seeing somebody just pouring their heart out, pouring their feelings. They want to ask you out on a date. They want to progress the relationship to the next level. I'm just seeing this individual is very artistic and very talented. And it feels like they're going to show you how they feel. Like they're going to present you, they're going to create art. They're going to write a song. They're going to sing to you. It feels like they're going to do something to showcase how much they care about you. And it feels like they want to let you know that they can financially take care of you as well. With the Four of Coins, you may be feeling insecure, afraid of succeeding, because now you're at a very good advantage where beforehand you were struggling. Now money is, now you're starting to not struggle paycheck to paycheck. But you're afraid of the other shoe to drop. You're afraid of shitting in one hand and asking for another. I probably butchered that phrase, but I think you understand what I'm talking about. You don't have to feel insecure, because with the Temperance card and the World card, there's peace, there's serenity. You had to go through a spiritual awakening. You had to shed your ego, and you're now more aware. You're self-aware of who you provide your energy to, what you invest your time in. And there's closure here with the World card. So your past issues, your past insecurities, your past struggles, you've leveled up because you've set healthy boundaries. And you're not going to allow anybody to cross the line. You're ready to start falling in love again. You're going to start finding a connection with somebody new. If you are currently in a relationship, your partner is going to really express their love, show you how much they care about you, and they're going to want to progress the relationship to the next level. Whether if they're going to propose to you, pregnancy, let's move in together, let's get married. It's going to progress. You're going to feel like your life is finally in control. There is a collaboration, a partnership. Feeling very confident. You may have some worries, feeling insecure, afraid of financial failure, or afraid of the other shoe dropping. But your past issues are behind you, and they will not return. And then the cards that I pulled for signs, synchronicities, and advice from the divine. It's, you've shed your ego because you've started to become a little bit more of a humanitarian. You've started to become more self-aware of what's going on with the world. It's not what's going on in your personal bubble. It's not just going on in your town or in your city. It's, nationally, it's globally. You may have felt detached for a while. You're starting to communicate more. You're starting to communicate what your wants and your needs more. And you're starting to feel more social. You may be considered kind of like the oddball or the black sheep of the group. Now it's the time for you to start focusing. Now, what are your goals? What's next for you? How are you getting there? Your drive and creativity at this time is very beneficial in the long run. And the person that you're confused about thinks the world of you. They are dealing with their own issues that has nothing to do with you. So you can stop wondering about what if, and you got to realize that people may be going through different things on their plate right now. I remember there was a time in my life where there was like about a couple of years ago, and I thought there was this one employee. I thought like this person hated me. I just thought that this person hated me. I felt like this person was avoiding me at all costs. And then when I talked to them, much later about it, like a year or so later, realized that this person was going through some other things, and and had nothing to do with me, and they actually enjoyed talking to me or whatnot, but they were dealing with an unruly boss and a whole bunch of other things. So you got to realize that everything kind of happens for a reason, uh, and it's not always about you. It's not always about you. And I think when you kind of step back and you're real, once you get the bigger picture, you're like, oh, now it makes sense. But at the time, you're reading way too much into it. And for some of you, you may be like a light worker or a spiritual healer, a tarot reader, a psychic, and your mission here is much bigger than you realize. And you're one of the few, like one of the chosen few. And it's time for you to have more faith in yourself. And you are meant to change the world one step at a time. And you got to remember that Rome was not conquered overnight. And it did not happen. Me like going on YouTube did not happen overnight. It took me years, but it took me from rebuilding my self-esteem and little small things, but like forcing myself to say positive affirmations in the morning before leaving work. Little small things helped build up my self-esteem to be where I am right now. But that did not happen overnight, but there were many, 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 many baby steps that got me here. So you've just got to. It's kind of like when you go through a breakup and you think that you're never going to survive this, and you look back like 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, and you're just like, why was I such a little crybaby bitch about it? But at the time, it's so intense, but you're in the thick of it. But once you kind of step back and once you process everything, you have more clarity and a better understanding. And it's okay to take a break and take a time out to cool off and reassess. The situation is not that big of a deal. And when you kind of take a step back, and it's kind of when you play a video game and when you're in the middle of like when you're trying to beat like a certain boss level, and sometimes the boss level is really difficult and you feel like throwing the controller across the room. Usually around that time is just like when you start to get worked up. I save the game and I don't play it for the rest of the day. I may not play it for like a day or two. I wait to kind of get into the right zone, and then I play it again, and then of course I beat it within the first try. But it's just at the time you get more frustrated and get worked up. And I think once you kind of step back, you have a better understanding of the situation. And your spirit guides and your ancestors, they want you to know that something is bigger is on its way to you. And if you think what you had or have now is expect it to be amazing balls. And patience and trust is the key. So we'll go ahead and jump into your oracle and affirmation readings. Okay, let's go ahead and get into your oracle and body positive affirmations. I've got set your sights higher, increase your standards and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. Dream big. Let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding. A new dawn. The worst is now behind you, and positive new experiences are on the horizon. We got helpful person. Somebody wants to help you. Think of whom that may be and initiate contact. We got music for manifesting. To manifest rapidly, think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, and play music. And self-employment, you're a born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. When I tried to do the first reading for Virgo New Moon, I got from the first reading that for those who've been manifesting like a new business or to find your true love, that will happen. But you have to set your sights higher, and you're holding yourself back because you're afraid of succeeding. And you have to set the bar higher for yourself. You have to have better standards for yourself. And part of it is helping with affirmations. And I remember when I would do spells or when I would say affirmations, I would listen to a lot of music that would pump me up. And like I would close my eyes and I could visualize, I could see what I wanted, what I wanted to manifest, and it would happen. It would happen. But you have to believe it, and you have to envision it, and then you have to put in the effort. And I do see you guys exceeding very well in employment and in love. And in body positive affirmations I got today, I will have a fucking attitude of gratitude. My body can do amazing fucking things. I fucking believe in myself. I will nourish to fucking flourish. I deserve to be healthy and feel fucking good about myself. Loving my body is so easy. I just look down and say, hey body, I fucking love you. And I know in the first Virgo reading that I tried to do, I saw somebody getting hired on like through an agency or through a management team, somebody getting like really good endorsement deals, like really good offers, really good scripts, really good entertainment opportunities. I also got that as well. So that was your reading for the Virgo new moon. If that resonated, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe down below, and hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching. Be safe. Wash your damn hands, and nana nana.